Rocket Pat here. All right, guys, it is an absolutely gorgeous Texas day. Man, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, no, they're going to get me with their, what do they call that? A chemtrail, man. They're doing it to me. You ever notice how that only happens in the fall and winter time? Uh-huh. Yeah, something spishy there. All right, guys. Well, anyway, we're rocking it down, getting them down and making them sound. And the power company done went and chopped off the power today. They got some lines they're redoing down the street and they needed to kill the power. So I'm probably gonna be out of power today for a little bit. But hey, not a problem. We still got work to do on the money. Carlo over here. Let's see what I got done. Cause you know how the rabbit, we keep going down the hole with the rabbit. Yeah. We've been going down that hole. And yeah, I went down the hole. Good news is I went down the hole some more over here. Now, all the metal work is done on the car. There's no more holy holes going inside the car from outside the car. Although I have not yet checked up underneath this piece of trim at the windshield. So what happened was, when I started welding in over here, I ended up burning into the lead that was over it, melting into the lead that was over here. And when I melted into the lead over here, I noticed that there were some holes up underneath the lead. And when I noticed there were some holes up underneath the lead, I melted a little more lead away, and there were some more holes up underneath the lead. So I ended up dropping all the lead out of it. I did a video of melting out that lead because that's always fun to watch, but YouTube didn't like it and they blocked it and over music, and yeah, so we didn't get that. Looks like there's a little piece of, got to get in there and see how it's got rust on the inside of it, and there was lead over that. So you never know on these old cars. Anyway, then I went to sanding. And it's like this car's got, I think what they did is they sprayed this car with that polyester Bondo primer, you know, that Evercoat feather fill or whatever they call it, that big polyester, the thick shit, you know what I mean? And then they blocked it, but I don't think they blocked it that well because it wasn't too thick, you know, it's not like it's over thick or anything, but it's just on everything. There's a dent repair right there. I think it's gonna be all right. The problem was the trunk. And you can see how it's kind of pitted all up there. But I don't know what went on, but it was rock hard. The paint was rock hard. Everything was rock hard. It felt, it kind of looked like it had developed a, what do you call it, a mill scale up underneath there. It was rust oxide or whatever, but it was under the paint and it was eating into the paint, making the paint hard as a rock. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the trunk just yet. And I do know it needs to get some phosphoric acid put on it and let that eat, you know, convert the rust and all that kind of crap and everything. Still haven't finished. I got to do a little mud work across this zone right here. But I got it all coming down. The door, looks like there's a whole lot of, yeah, you know, this is going to make sense. You see all this right here? Okay. Remember back in the day, I had to fix that, that striker plate in here. Some of y'all might remember I had to cut this out and re-welded a piece in there, and you can't even tell I was there. So, and then that was damaged right here. So something hit this car right in this zone right here at one time and messed up that striker plate maybe. I don't know. Somehow it's been hit there, but that's a lot of Bondo right there in that door. I'm just now noticing that. But either way, I'll get it straight and everything. And yeah, like I said, rabbit holes. So today's job, since I don't have any power, is I'm gonna get that spoiler off. I'm gonna get those tail lights out. I was thinking I'm probably just gonna tape around those handles. I don't know, I'll take a look once I get the door panel off. But I gotta get that mirror off, and I'm probably just gonna back tape these. This isn't gonna be a restoration type thingy going on here. And I'm gonna get the front windshield trim off. It's this mirror right here that poses the problem. And that's because it's a remote mirror, and that means I gotta take part of the dash apart to get that mirror off. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So anyway, I guess that's gonna be my project for the day, is get back on the Monte Carlo and start ripping a few things off. This car is about to get reborn. All right, guys, y'all keep rocking and rolling and rolling and rocking. And I literally have a whole crap load of grinding it down to do. Talk to y'all next time.